Hello. You're probably wondering if I'll ever make any more videos. Well, truth is, I've made some. However, due to copyright reasons, no one's ever gonna be able to see them. So, with that said, Sonic the Hedgehog!
Yep, that is how the first American animated series of Sonic the Hedgehog starts. Actually, it starts off with Sonic continuously showing off his name to make sure that everyone knows that this is Sonic's show, and no one else's but Sonic's show.
I am Sega!
Otherwise, this is exactly what the American kids wanted to see if Sonic was ever drawn in 3 dimensions.
For those of you who are just crawling out of a rock and wondering who is this Sonic, allow me to give you a brief run-through. He is
a 15-year-old cobalt blue hedgehog, an only child with 5 sisters. His mother is Queen Alina, who had the following 3 kids: Prince Sonic, Prince Manic, and Princess Onia, and together with his best buddy Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Sally, Rotor, Bunny, he goes off to fend off the evil Dr. Julian Ivo Eggman Baldy McNosehairs Robotnik, who plans to take over the world with the aid of his nephew Snively, 2 bounty hunters named Sleet and Dingo, and his family of 3 robots: Scratch, Grounder, and Coconut, Deco, Boko, and Bokun.
Confused? Well, just blame all these adaptations for creating so many versions, which we'll be diving into right now.
In 1993, Deke Entertainment decided to create a cartoon of Sonic, titling it The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Loosely based on Sonic 2, it followed the plot of a pair of anthropomorphic animals defending the freedom of their planet Mobius from the clutches of Dr. Ivo Robotnik, a human if you hadn't guessed. The whole show is mostly just slapstick comedy. Kinda reminds me of classic Warner Brothers cartoons. Why? Let's take a quick look at the introduction.
I hate that hedgehog! He ruins my schemes!
Boo!
He escapes my traps!
Boo!
He helps nice people!
Boo!
But no more! No more! I am hereby declaring Sonic the Hedgehog as Mobius's most wanted fugitive. To ensure his immediate capture, I am offering you the biggest reward in bounty hunter history. 1 billion Mobiums, alive or otherwise.
Question from the crowd?
What is it?
I'm worth way more than that.
There he is! Get him! I want that hedgehog!
Whoa! I'm waiting. I'm over there.
Ah, the power of suggestion. This ain't the hedgehog you're looking for.
Split up and surround them!
Step right up, don't crowd, don't push. You'll all get a chance to see the greatest show on Mobius. And remember, for all bounty hunters, admission is free. Where is he? Where's the patient? Uh-oh, you sound pretty bad.
I do.
Have a seat, please.
Now, who else do we know that dresses up and fools almost anyone?
Leopold! 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 Leopold!
Anyways, getting back to the show. After Robotnik's badniks fail at capturing Sonic,
It will take all my vile and wicked genius to create the perfect robots to capture that hedgehog. I'll make them strong, fearless, ferocious, supremely rotten like me. But unlike the other robots, these two will be brilliant! Yes!
Honestly, an IQ of 300 and he throws random stuff into a Badnik automat and he comes up with...
Who am I? Why am I here? Are you my mother? No! You are the very first member of my new super special Sonic Search and Smash Squad. I have designed you to be the ultimate in hedgehog hunters. And now, to make you twice as effective, I'm going to clone you. Clone me? I can't stand pain. Perhaps I made you too chicken.
Wait a minute. I'm seeing a flaw here.
Will be brilliant. Yes. Fearless.
And his robot is...
Chicken. You forgot to pull this one. Voila! Your identical twin brother. My twin? Am I that ugly?
However, we end up with the Borobot. And these are supposed to be super special Sonic catchers.
It's not stupid. It's advanced.
So yeah, that's basically the plot for 3 whole years. Robotnik tries to come up with different inventive ways of getting rid of Sonic. He entrusts his dumb bots to carry out his plans, and Sonic ultimately ruins those plans. Okay, there are times when Sonic does get beaten.
Oops! That's one fast talk trick that just backfired.
Now the race! The Mobians are tails!
I can handle it.
But thanks to some quick thinking, and a pair of brainless bots, or thanks to his friends, he manages to save the day. Those would be the only times when Tails gets to be the hero.
And this time, I won't let them trick me.
Okay, not all the time, but it's nice that the little guy gets to be the big guy at times.
I'm only 4.5 years old. I don't know how to write yet.
Ah, such a young genius. At the age of 5 he managed to build himself a working contraption. Other than a little character development, we could say that it resembles Wile E. Coyote versus the Roadrunner.
Well, what can one do with a game that has barely a story in it? Actually, there is some kind of story in the Sonic 2 manual. How Sonic and Tails met.
So yeah, this show is pretty much made up scenarios based on the games, complete with zones and warps, badniks and time travel, drift and rings, and 5 Chaos Emeralds?
With them, I will possess invisibility. Invincibility! Immortality! And finally, the power of life itself. I command the lava to come to life!
I thought there were 6. Sorry, 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Finally, I've got them all.
And once you collect and use all 4 of them,
Invulnerability! Invisibility! Immortality! And the power of life! Put them all together, it spells...
Not quite.
The Supreme High Robotnik, Master of the Universe!
remind you of anyone?
The absolute power!
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't emeralds supposed to be green? In which case this series has got it right.
By the way, anyone know who does the voice of Sonic here?
I see you.
His name is Jaleel White. Don't recognize the name? What if I do like this?
Can I do that?
Yep, just when you thought the show couldn't get any more annoying. And at the end of each episode, Sonic gives a moral lesson to the kids.
Race you across! Ready? Set? Wait! Did you feel that? There's a train coming! Come on, you big coward, go!
I call it a tie. But I'd hate to see any of my friends wiped out over some dumb dare. Play it safe. Use your head. Don't end up dead.
So what is my verdict on this circus?
I give it a thumb and 2 fingers! No, 3 thumbs and 4 fingers!
I'd say it's something to watch for the lulz and WTFs when you have nothing better to do. Or when you need a no-brainer.
However, in the same year, DiC Entertainment decided on a different approach with the Sonic cartoon. A more complex and darker atmosphere.
Interested? Check in for part 2.